Starry night we meet, magic at our feet, hearts entwining.
Hi there and happy Monday. I am Cutsy and welcome to my channel. Cutsy's Claws, Caffeine, and Chitty Chat. Today's design, I'm going to be using these three colors. Well, definitely the black and the pink. I'm going to be using the black by Candy Lover, shade 16. And then my favorite polish in the whole world, CND Shellac. And I'm going to be using the shade Tutti Frutti in this. And then I pulled out the white just in case, because you just never know. I've got shade 110, that's the white, the pure white. And then up above you can see I mixed a little glitter. I've got some little goodies sitting in my tray above. So I'm going to get started. And first thing I'm going to do is I am going to get all my stuff kind of situated a little bit. And then I am going to take and matte top coat a couple of these nails. And as I talk, you'll see how I've done. I'm trying something new today. I sped up some of the parts of the video where I'm doing some of this because you don't really have to see that as slow as I go. And we really just are excited about, some of the how-to parts, but mostly the end result. So while I do that, I'm going to talk about what we're going to talk about today. So first, the design I'm doing today, I've been hearing a lot and seeing a lot about this Anti Valentine style. And it's for those that aren't under Cupid's love spell or his curse, whichever you may decide. Today's nail design is going to reflect more of the darker side of Valentine's Day, not necessarily the huggy, kissy, smoochy side. And I'm going to be trying a new technique with a heart design. So please cross your fingers that it works, because I'm not real confident in myself with this one. Today's caffeine is double barrel. We're going to have donut shop medium roast coffee and an ice cold Coca-Cola, because it has already been a long day in this house. So our chat for today is a subscriber request. I've had a couple of people ask me about thinning hair, aging hair, how we keep our hair nice and thick and pretty and shiny as we age. And as always, I have a million notes, so forgive my paper rustling. Helps me keep from squirreling, kinda, sorta. So, first of all, I'm going to ask that you like and subscribe so that I can keep building and keep being able to give you more and more content and give back more and more things. I am currently 16 away from my first goal of 50 subscribers. So if you could, like I said, hit that like button and hit that subscribe, that would really, really just make my day. So first, let's discuss thinning hair. The biggest thing, and this is what I always used to tell my clients, is to kind of look at your scalp like your yard, like your grass. Okay? So a lot of us had the dads or the grandads that are out in the yard trying to make it absolutely perfect. And one of the biggest things, the major thing that had to be right for that grass to grow and be luscious and beautiful and green, was that it had to have good soil. It had to have a good base for that grass to grow and thrive and be the best that it could be. The better condition that your scalp is, aka your soil, the better the grass or the hair is going to come out of it. Your hair and nails are often the very first place that your body shows signs of imbalance or disease in the body. So today we're going to talk about some of those reasons. If you're noticing significant hair loss and thinning, the very first thing that you need to do is go to your doctor. and have them test your levels and see. There's so many things that can cause hair thinning and hair loss. There's hormones. There's lack of vitamins and minerals. There's lack of hydration. Even exercise can help with hair growth. Good hair products. Let's talk about some of the diseases that can actually. This is why I want you to talk to your doctor if you are noticing a significant amount of hair loss. There is, some medications can cause this, but alopecia is an autoimmune disease that causes patchy hair loss on all of the body. It can cause it, but mostly women notice it in their hair because we have this long, luscious hair, and all of a sudden we have a spot in the back of our head that we can't figure out. A condition called tinea capitis, which is actually a fungal infection. It is literally like having athlete's foot of the scalp. Thyroid disease. Hypothyroidism is a major factor for thinning hair. Anemia, low iron, that's another factor for having thinning hair or losing hair. Vitamin deficiencies like lack of biotin, iron, protein, zinc, things like that. So you want to go to your doctor and you want to have them test you and see. It could be as simple as taking some vitamins or a supplement that they give you. Some of the big vitamins that help with hair growth are vitamin B12, folic acid, which is B9, vitamin A, biotin, B7, vitamin C, iron, zinc, and vitamin D. If you're low in these vitamins, your hair is not going to grow as fast. It's going to thin. It's going to fall out. One of the next things is hair products that you use. A lot of us are coloring our hair. We're highlighting our hair. We're low lighting our hair. We're spraying it, putting stuff in it, blow drying it, flat ironing it, curling it. All of these things can make a huge difference in our hair. One of the things is use a good product. And I know how tempting it is to buy whatever's on sale at the grocery store, but salon professional products really and truly are better. I know people think it's a racket, but let me explain it to you this way. Okay, Suave right now has their professional line, and it's like $5, $6 a bottle here. They have Awapui shampoo. Now, everybody that grew up in the 90s knows Awapui and Paul Mitchell. Awapui is a great shampoo for your hair. It has lots of moisture in it. It leaves your hair very shiny, very bouncy. Now, Suave has Awapui shampoo also. But the issue is that Suave may only have 10% Awapui in it, whereas Paul Mitchell has 50%. And they don't have to decipher and tell you which. So yes, technically you're getting Awapui in the Suave shampoo, but is it enough to actually get the benefits from it? Probably not. What they're filling in with in that shampoo is lots of detergents and sulfates that are not good for our body. They can cause dryness. They can cause hair thinning. They can cause build up on the scalp, which is not good for so now our scalp's in bad health again because we're using chemicals and detergents on our scalp. Also, Suave and Paul Mitchell may be both using Awapui, but where they're getting their Awapui is also a difference. So, it's in a way like buying something from the dollar store versus going to Say you're a grocery store and buying a name brand something. Maybe the name brand, say Coca-Cola at your grocery store. That's going to taste really, really good. It's going to be more expensive though, right? Now you're going to go to the dollar store and buy a 2 liter for $1 and get it home, and it doesn't quite taste right. It's okay. It'll get you through, but it's not that ice cold Coke. It's just not. And it doesn't have as much sugar in it. It doesn't have the same taste to it. The cans that they use are thinner. It's just not as good a quality. And so that can happen too. And so again, are you really reaping the benefits of buying an Awapui shampoo from the grocery store? Or are you going to have better luck and better scalp health and hair health with going and buying Paul Mitchell? Of course you are. You get what you pay for in this instance, most definitely. And also, especially if your hair is color treated, especially if it has highlights with bleach, you want something that is going to be the absolute best for your hair and try to put back in what those chemicals are taking out, because that can cause hair thinning and breakage. A lot of times your hair is not actually thinning from the root, it's actually breaking off. We wear our hair up in buns. I've seen all of us with our little floppy buns, and that causes a huge stress point in your hair. So now you're using cheap shampoo that's drying your hair and making it brittle, and it's not as elastic. You are getting your hair highlighted every 6 to 8 weeks, so that's going to make it brittle. And I was a hairdresser for almost 30 years, and I know that a good hairdresser only does the roots, but it is absolutely physically impossible not to get a little teeny bit of that bleach on the last process. Because if you didn't, you'd have a dark line. You'd have this line, they call it line of demarcation. So you do have to feather that in. And that, when you're processing that, now you've got a tiny area of double processing. That makes it more brittle, more apt to break off and thin in that area. Okay, now, the last but not least, but again, this is something we discussed in another video, and it's not fun, because none of us, well no, this isn't last, I've got one more actually after this, but diet. Diet is a huge factor in just overall health. If our body is overall healthy, then our hair, our nails, our skin, everything is going to reflect that. That's one of the reasons why we are taught in beauty school, whether we're doing hair, nails, whatever, to learn about skin, to learn about the hair and the scalp diseases, to learn about all these things, because a lot of times we are the very first people that catch these things in clients. Because we're right down in there. We're in your scalp. We're inches away from your face. We are right there. Whereas a doctor may walk in, take your blood pressure, ask you some questions, and walk out, but they don't know there's something going on in the back of your scalp, and you can't see it, but I can. Now, back to diet. It really comes down to hydration. We've got to keep drinking that water, tea, low or zero sugar drinks, low sodium drinks, but just making sure that we're constantly drinking something and flushing our body out of the toxins, of the chemicals that we're ingesting and breathing, and all of these things, helping with medications. If we are taking something that has a side effect of thinning hair, the more water we drink, the faster we flush that out of our system. And we could possibly lessen the effects. Again, as with anything, keeping a diet of lean proteins like fish and chicken, making sure you eat fruits and veggies, especially dark leafy greens, because they have all those awesome vitamins in there that just love to make hair grow. Whole grains, low-fat dairy. You want to choose healthy fats if you're going to incorporate the fats into your diet, like avocados, almonds, salmon, walnuts. Eggs are great for hair. Eggs actually have natural biotin in them. So beans, lentils, All of those things are awesome, awesome, awesome for your skin, your hair, your nails, just everything all together. And you want to take a multivitamin. Biotin and collagen supplements can help greatly. And excuse me, I find keeping those little packets, those little flavor packets in my purse, in my wherever, just so wherever I am, it helps me be not quite as tempted to grab a pop or grab a Powerade or a Gatorade, which are full of sodium, and drink that. Grab a bottle of water, my favorite's Fiji, from the gas station, and put some Hawaiian Punch flavoring in it, and I feel like I'm doing something kind of sweet and bad for myself, but I'm not, so I have to kind of trick myself. The last thing is hormones. Now, one of our good friends has been doing a series on her escapades through her hormones and perimenopause, and a lot of us are right in that age group, and that can make a huge difference. Estrogen and testosterone both have a big role in hair and hair growth. So get your levels tested and find out, because that can help too. And you don't necessarily have to go on hormones, but there are supplements and natural remedies and some foods and things like that, and some just physical things that you can do to kind of lessen the effects of perimenopause marching all over our body and our face and our hair. Now, some of the products and things that are out to help thinning hair, there are shampoos, there are medications, there are natural essential oils, things like that. The first one that a lot of people have heard of is flat out Rogaine or minoxidil. It comes in either a topical form or a pill form. It has been found in women that it can help receding hairlines and some thinning. I wasn't able to find any percentages, but it says it has been proven. Now, something else. Now, if you want to kind of say, the only thing is with the Rogaine / minoxidil is that you have to be very careful with it. It always made me nervous, and you're not supposed to get it around children. Pregnant women are not supposed to touch it. Not even the pills or the pill dust. So beware of that if you do decide to go that route. But again, you're going to want to talk to your doctor. Make sure that there's no medications, anything, because yes, even something that you put on your head can affect something that you're taking as a pill or as a vitamin. The best natural hair helper, we'll call it, and skin helper, and just everything helper, apparently, is castor oil. Apparently, now castor oil just heals everything. But it not only can help boost hair growth on your scalp, but it can also help boost growth of eyebrows and eyelashes, too. It has antifungal and antibacterial properties in it. And it helps, it's supposed to help stir up the circulation in the scalp or wherever you put it. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is another one that has been found to help boost hair growth. It is antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and it really, really boosts circulation. The only thing with cinnamon oil is you want to be careful if you have chemically treated blonde hair, because it can, on occasion, leave a reddish or reddish brown tint to the hair after extended use. So my blondes, be careful. Brunettes, go for it. You can even add a little bit to your shampoo, so you're getting a little bit every time you shampoo. Peppermint oil is another one that has anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, It's cooling. It's antifungal. The other one that I found was rosemary. Rosemary oil is anti-inflammatory, but you need to be careful with all of these oils because they can build up in your hair. They can clog your pores around your scalp if it drips down in your face. So a lot of times what you want to do is leave these on for a little while, like as a treatment, and then shampoo your hair. I believe, let me see. Oh, the other thing, again, rosemary encourages circulation. So, the only problem is you want to be very careful with rosemary. Rosemary, while it has great qualities, it's known to boost hair growth. You don't want to use it too often because if you use it too often, it can actually cause hair thinning again. Rosemary should be done like maybe about once every 3 to 4 weeks. Massage it into your scalp. Let it sit for 4 to 6 hours. And then rinse really, really well. Or shampoo. I would say use a light shampoo. Just to get it out of your hair. Whatever benefits your scalp and your skin are going to get from it. It's already getting it just by soaking in that amount of time. And castor oil is the same thing. Once a month only. Castor oil, leave it in for about 10-15 minutes and then do the same. Then shampoo out. It also is supposed to help improve the smoothness, the strength, and the shine of your hair. And we love it. It's now castor oil claim to boost the hair growth 5 times the normal rate. But that much like Rogaine or minoxidil, when you quit using it, you kind of quickly lost the advantages and reward that you got from it in the first place. Now, peppermint oil also is a vasodilator, and it's insecticidal and pesticidal. So another little neat trick for peppermint oil is when you send your kids to school in the fall, have a little bit of peppermint oil mixed with a carrier oil. Put a few drops on a ponytail holder or a few drops in the ends of their hair or wherever. Brush it through, and it will help. That peppermint oil and tea tree oil help ward off lice. And we all know when the hats come out at school, everybody's getting lice, especially the clean kids, because lice love clean hair. So, all of these oils, though, you want to mix, except for I think the castor oil you can use straight. But all of these oils, like the cinnamon, the rosemary, the peppermint, the tea tree, you want to mix with the carrier oil because they can cause irritation and rashes on your skin. They're too strong in their full strength environment. And finally, the biggest thing is that we all wear our hair up. And not only are we sometimes breaking our hair, but most of my clients used to get their hair colored, especially my long hair clients, because they don't want it to fade. We're only washing every maybe 2-3 days, maybe 4 days. Well, we lose approximately 50 to 100 hairs a day. So if you're not noticing thinning on your scalp, you're only seeing it when you go to shampoo, rinse out your hair, in the shower drain, etc. I want you to stop and not worry, but think, how many days has it been since I shampooed my hair? And have I had my hair up in a ponytail? Or if you have curly hair, that hair sticks in there and it gets caught. And when you rinse it and wash it, that hair comes out. So if you've had your hair up for 2 or 3 days, instead of having it long and flopping around and these hair falling out, all of that extra broken hair is stuck right in that ponytail holder. And so that's a lot of times what you're seeing. But all in all, what I noticed about a lot of these things is it's promoting healthy circulation in not only the body, but the scalp, because that is the best thing. The biggest part of thinning hair and hair loss is loss of circulation. in those follicles, or possibly a health issue that you need to check out with your doctor. So please, like I said, anytime you start anything new, I am not a health professional. I was a licensed hairdresser. I still am a licensed hairdresser. I'm on my 29th and a half year. So I'm not a medical professional, but again, trained to spot some things that people may not notice. But yeah, so all in all, the best thing that you can do for hair growth is to keep your entire body as healthy as possible, to eat right, to stay hydrated, to exercise, to do things that keep the general circulation of your blood in your body smooth and running correctly. And again, then for the outside, use some of these great oils. Put them in carrier oil. Jojoba oil is a great one. Another one is rose hips oil. Rose hips oil has anti-aging properties in it, and we love anything that's anti-aging. So, and all of the studies about these oils and treatments that worked on people's hair were done on a 6-week study. So castor oil seems to be the best. And then the rest, again, we had castor oil, cinnamon, rosemary, peppermint oil. Those all were big antifungal, antibacterial, and really boosted the circulation of the scalp. So I hope today you enjoyed this. I've still got a little bit to finish up on these nails. I'm not so sure if this is one of my more favorite designs or not. I will try this heart design one more time that I did on this nail, where instead of painting the hearts in the pink, paint the black around the hearts. I will try it again because I am not a quitter. But look for the short of this video so you can see kind of the quick end game of it. I've also put up a short about my review of my Candy Lover polish. We're on day 7. We were on day 7 last night, and it still is holding up really well, ladies. I'm liking this on natural nails. It's looking good. I don't have any chips. I don't have any scratch marks. It's still shiny and bright, and I'm kind of impressed for $20-some and excuse me. Excuse me. $20-some and 22 colors of polish. You can't beat it. So, on that note, I hope everybody has a wonderful Monday. And just remember to keep on smiling. Don't sweat the small stuff. There's so many things right now that are worth our worry and attention, but there's so many things that are not. And so if it doesn't affect you, then just don't worry about it. Have a great day. Enjoy your coffee or your pop or your tea or your water if you want your hair to thicken up. And I will see you on the next one. So everybody have a great day. Cutsy out.
Starry night we meet, magic at our feet, hearts entwining bow, love in quantum flow, dancing through the